Will you please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Dr. John Lewick.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the home of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Mary Stromberger, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the Dean of the Graduate School. On behalf of the Colorado State University Administration, the Board of Governors of the CSU system, and the faculty and staff, I welcome you to this fall 2021 commencement ceremony of the Graduate School. As a reminder, we ask that all individuals, except those at the podium, please keep your masks on while indoors on campus. Oh, do you want me to wear my, oh, it's on. In the spirit of Rams take care of Rams, it is part of our culture to ensure that we create a safe environment for all of our students, faculty, and staff, and guests at this university. The mission statements of CSU and the Graduate School both recognize our university as a land-grant university. That mission is built on the principles that people with the talent and motivation to earn a degree from a world-class university, regardless of their background, race, gender, social status, religion, or beliefs, deserve that opportunity. And that by providing that opportunity, we empower them to not only improve their lives and those of their families, but to also improve and strengthen our society as a whole because of the ripples their lives will create. Because the first word in land grant is land, it is also incumbent on us to recognize where that land came from and how that history permeates everything we do. I would like to share the land acknowledgement. Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native tribes. We recognize the indigenous peoples as the original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion. And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment. We are all here this morning to honor you, our graduates. and to celebrate you and your success in completing your very rigorous graduate degree programs. We who are not graduating also have cause to celebrate in our own right, for a new cadre of practitioners of science, commerce, arts, and the professions are about to begin a life of contribution to our culture and our society. Please join me in a round of applause as we congratulate today's graduates. I would like to introduce the platform party to you. May I ask that you hold your applause, maybe one clap, until all have been introduced and are standing. Joyce McConnell, the 15th President of Colorado State University. Dr. Mary Pedersen, Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Blanche Hughes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Kathleen Fairfax, Vice Provost for International Affairs. Ms. Leslie Taylor, Vice President for Enrollment and Access. Dr. Blake Naughton, Vice President for Engagement and Extension. Ms. Diana Prieto, Vice President for Equity, Equal Opportunity and Title IX. Dr. Sue Doe, Chair, Faculty Council. Dr. Alan Rudolph, Vice President for Research. Dr. James Pritchett, Dean, College of Agricultural Sciences. Dr. Beth Walker, Dean, College of Business. Dr. David McLean, Dean, Walter Scott Jr., College of Engineering. Dr. Lisa Youngblade, Dean, College of Health and Human Sciences. Dr. Ben Withers, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dr. John Hayes, Dean, Warner College of Natural Resources. Dr. Melissa Reynolds, Associate Dean, College of Natural Sciences. Dr. Colin Clay, Interim Dean, College of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Dr. Karen Eslin, Dean of Libraries. Dr. Travis Bailey, Director of the School of Advanced Materials Discovery. Dr. Colleen Webb, Associate Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Leroy Poff, Professor and Grand Marshal, University Distinguished Professor and Grand Marshal. Dr. Carmen Minoni, University Distinguished Professor. Dr. Mike Palmquist, University Distinguished Teaching Scholar. Dr. Carol Willis, Director of Cell and Molecular Biology. Dr. Rachel Graham Lucas Thompson, the Jack E. Cermak Graduate Advisor Awardee. The members of the platform party. President Joyce McConnell will now give her charge to the class. President McConnell.
Good morning. First, I want to recognize and commend the faculty and staff of the Graduate School here at Colorado State University, especially Dean Mary Stromberger and Associate Dean Colleen Webb. I know both of you have not only been teachers, but mentors, counselors, allies, and friends during the academic journeys that culminate today. I am delighted to be here to celebrate all of you, today's graduates, tomorrow's leaders, along with all of your friends and families. And I'm thrilled, really thrilled, that we're back together, celebrating in person for the first time since 2019. I know how meaningful it is to have the people you care about and who care about you on hand to help mark this important day. We are here to honor your hard work and to celebrate your academic accomplishments. We're also here to share in the excitement about the bright futures you've built for yourselves here at Colorado State University. Earning a degree has always required hard work and dedication, but your experience over the past 2 years came with an array of unexpected challenges. You should take tremendous pride in successfully confronting and overcoming those challenges. In doing so, you demonstrated incredible perseverance, flexibility, and extra effort. Our world has changed significantly in a very short time and will continue to change. Your ability to adapt to those changes has distinguished you here at CSU and will continue to do so as you move forward. When new challenges inevitably arise, you will be able to draw on those experiences and what they have taught you. Your studies have prepared you for many professional possibilities. Among you are future scientists, authors, artists, educators, lawyers, activists, advocates, inventors, and a potential array of careers that haven't even been invented yet. And the knowledge, experience, and expertise you have gained over these past few years have prepared you to lead in the workplace, in your community, and in our world. Our world needs leaders more now than ever. I'm so proud, truly proud, to know that you will be among them. So I have a charge for you today. Whatever you do next, wherever your journey takes you, do one thing for yourself: own your brilliance. Our community has a powerful, shining, bold spirit, one of hope and optimism that will never be dimmed by the challenges you encounter. It has endured for generations, growing brighter and stronger, particularly in the face of adversity. So let's own that brilliance and shine together today, tomorrow, and far into the future. Each of you always will be a valued member of our RAM family, one of the brilliant minds and great hearts who make up the CSU community that reaches across our nation and around our world. I cannot wait to see where your journeys take you and how your CSU education will help make the world truly a better place. On behalf of the entire CSU community, congratulations.
Thank you, President McConnell, for your charge to the class of Fall 2021. We've arrived at the point in the program where the Doctor of Philosophy degree is conferred. Degrees will be awarded in alphabetical order by roll of the colleges. In this ceremony, the President first confers the degrees. The candidates then advance to the platform accompanied by their major professors. On the platform, the major professor places the hood over the shoulders of the candidate. We think it's appropriate that the final ceremonial honor is bestowed by the faculty who have contributed so much to the development of these scholars. Following the hooding, graduates will cross the platform to receive their diploma from the college dean and to receive congratulations of President McConnell. It's my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise? This is the goosebump part. These candidates have completed their programs of study, have pursued original scholarship, making contributions to knowledge and culture. They have presented their work in dissertations that have met the high standards of the university and the various academic disciplines. They and their fellows in absentia are recommended by their major professors, the graduate school, and the faculty council for the PhD degree. President McConnell, I present these candidates and ask you to confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Governing Board of Colorado State University, I hereby confer the Doctor of Philosophy degree on each of you together with all of its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Please join me in recognizing our most recent PhD graduates.
Graduates, you may be seated. Marshals, please escort the graduates to the platform to receive their diplomas. Faculty advisors, please accompany your graduate to the platform for hooding. Our announcers, Brett Beal and Chad Hoseth, will now read the names of the PhD graduates. So we'll start with Ag.
James, I'll hand them to you one.
The following are the doctoral candidates for the College of Agricultural Sciences. Dean James Pritchett will present the diplomas. Odalapo Peter Olyomi will be hooded by his advisor, Matthew Wallenstein. Dr. Terry Ann Gadd, her advisor is Thomas Davis. Dr. Anthony Nathan Frazier, hooded by Dr. Jessica Metcalf. Dr. Susan Patricia Latshaw, hooded by Dr. Scott Haley. Dr. Alexandra Marie Shiganaga. Her advisor is Cristiana Argueso. Dr. Yu-Chang Xia will be hooded by her committee members. Dr. Rebecca Marie Lyon. Her advisor is Pankaj Trivedi. Dr. Isam Edraji, advisor Sastri Jayanti. Dr. Mansoor Ahmed, advisor Sastri Jayanti. Dr. Mirella Arianelli Ortiz, advisors Frank Dayan and Scott Neeson. Dr. Olivia Elizabeth Todd, Advisor Todd Gaines. Dr. Nita Soni Castillo, Advisor Todd Gaines. Dr. Brendan Michael Anthony, Advisor Yanis Minas. Next are the doctoral graduates from the College of Health and Human Sciences. Dean Lisa Youngblade will present the diplomas. Dr. Jody Lynn Rommel, Advisor Donna Gines. Dr. Daniel Paul Segmiller, Advisor Donna Gines. Susan K. Ernst, Advisor Donna Gines. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Long, Advisor Jean Gleckner. Dr. Brittany Catherine Sly, Advisors Tiffany Weir and Christopher Melby. Dr. Samuel Kelly Hamill, Advisor Ann Sebald. Dr. Mary Caitlin Blands Hitty, Advisor Heather Leach. Dr. Tyler Thorley Whittier, Advisor Dr. Brett W. Fling. Dr. Nathan Joshua Deming, Advisors Dr. Frank Deneno, Dr. Jennifer Richards. Dr. Bethel Alexis Nathan, Advisor Dr. Lori Carlson. No, you are. Okay, thank you. Whoops. Oh, bonus. Dr. Rashida Naila Love, Advisor Lori Carlson. Dr. Marissa Verhan White, Advisor Dr. Sharon Anderson.
I'm gonna slip this underneath this. That'll help.
Next are the doctoral graduates from the Walter Scott Jr. College of Engineering. Dean David McLean will present the diplomas. Pardon? Well, it should be your advisor, but we'll just use Dr. McLean. I don't know, or maybe the person. You'll get there. Dr. Joshua C. Christopher, advisor, Xinfeng Gao. Perfect. Okay.
That John Kedding.
Got it.
And my advisor is the first
Okay. Dr. Sajid Karimi, advisor, Dr. Christopher Berider. Okay, we'll see how we do. Dr. Deniz Beşiktepe. Advisors, Dr. Mehmet Özbek and Dr. Rebecca Atadero. So bad. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's Abdurrahman.
Yep, that's okay. Medad Kamal Abdallah.
If you want to stay there.
Not for the whole thing. If I mess it up, I'm sorry.
It's
but
okay,
we'll
no.
Try to give you the full name experience.
That'll be perfect. Thank you. My advisor.
Yep. Dr. Abdurrahman Medad Kamal Abdallah. Advisors, Rebecca Atadero and Mehmet Özbek. Dr. Dugu Kalan, advisors Mehmet Özbek, co-advisor Pinar Omur Özbek.
Gunjan Mahindra and Anura Jayasamana.
Do you want me to try the middle? Say that for me?
Shri Krishna. Gunjan Shri Krishna Mahindra.
Dr. Gunjan Shikrishna Mahindre, advisor Dr. Anura Jayasamana. These I know. Dr. Ashraf Bader, advisor Anthony Maciejewski. Dr. Kristen Marie Van Eaton, advisor Dan Gustafson. Dr. Chehan Chelsea Nam, advisor Michael Bell. Dr. Stephen Kenneth Adams, advisor Brian Bledsoe. Being hooded by Dr. Dan Baker. Dr. Dustin Scott Birch, advisor Thomas Bradley. Thank you. Dr. Ian Martin Lunsford, advisor Thomas Bradley. Dr. Gregory Sloan Marzolf, advisors Ron Sega and Thomas Bradley. Dr. Jill Elizabeth Spees, advisor Kamran Eftekari Sharudi. Dr. Matthew Roy Klima, Advisor, Subhas Vanayagamurti. I'll get it. Dr. Jessica Lee Baker, Advisor, Subhas Vanayagamurti, and Susan DeLong. Dr. Diego Bernardi Bestel, Advisor, Brett Wyndham. Seriously, that's the name I mispronounced? Dr. Arthur Santos, Advisors, Daniel Zimmerly and Peter Young. Dr. Hongfei Sun, Advisor, Jie Luo. Dr. James Walter Johnson, Advisor, Kirk McGilvray. One and only. Not yet. Next are the doctoral graduates from the School of Biomedical Engineering. Associate Dean Colleen Webb will present the diplomas. This will be the last one I read, I promise. Dr. Jacob Glenn Walensky, advisors, Christian Putlitz and Kirk McGilvray.
Next are the doctoral graduates from the College of Natural Sciences. Associate Dean Melissa Reynolds will present the diplomas. Dr. Albert Lionel, Advisor James Beveridge. Dr. Adam Sinclair Williams, Advisor Francisco Ortega. Dr. Brooke Lee Benson, advisors Alan Kennan and Debbie Kranz. Dr. Colin Patrick Brooke, advisor Stephen Strauss, hooded by Debbie Kranz. Dr. Shaylin Carousel Stevens, advisor Tori Crane. Dr. Kelly Ann Cave, advisors Gwyneth Fisher and Kurt Krager. Dr. Matthew Richard Mings, advisor Alexander Brandel. Dr. Ramesh Pandey, advisor James Seitz. Dr. Ruth Menger, advisors Charles Henry and Thomas Borch. Dr. Jenna Lee Gordon, advisor Melissa Reynolds. Dr. Max Kudish, advisor Garrett Miyake. Next are the doctoral graduates from the College of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Interim Dean Colin Clay will present the diplomas. Dr. Colleen Brentz, Advisor John Rosencrantz. Dr. Emily Jordan Cawthorn, Advisor William Brazil. Dr. Lindsay Irene Gray, Advisor Brian Foy. Dr. Amelia Ruth Tanner, Advisors Russell Anthony and Paul Rosekans. Dr. Miles John Shepard, Advisors Jennifer Barfield and Lisa Harikoff. Dr. Melinda Story, Advisor Kevin Hausler. Dr. Bridget Elizabeth Fox, Advisors Greg Dean and Zaid Abdo. Next are the doctoral graduates from the Warner College of Natural Resources. Dean John Hayes will present the diplomas. Dr. Brian Walter Avila, Advisors Dana Winkleman. Next are the doctoral graduates from the Graduate Degree Program in Ecology. Associate Dean Colleen Webb will present the diplomas. Dr. Erica Sasha Pierce, Advisor Paul Odie. Dr. Diane Susan Wright, Advisor Meena Balgopal. Dr. Jenna Marie Parker, Advisor George Whitmire. Dr. Cortland Kelly, Advisor Steve Fonte. Dr. Emily Stuchiner, Advisor Joseph von Fischer. Dr. Kum Bahadur Tapamagar, Advisor Thomas Davis.
Next is the doctoral graduate from the School of Advanced Materials Discovery. Director Travis Bailey will present the diploma. Dr. Roberta Maya Sabina, Dr. Roberta Maya Sabino, advisors Ketul Popat and Alessandro Martins.
These are the December 2021 PhD graduates of Colorado State University. We will now award the various master's degrees. In this ceremony, Dr. McConnell first confers the degrees. Then the students approach the platform to receive the diploma from the dean of the college in which the respective majors are located, beginning with the Master of Agriculture from the College of Agricultural Sciences. It is now my pleasure to present the candidates for master's degrees. Will the candidates for these master's degrees please rise? These candidates and their fellows in absentia have completed their programs of study and are recommended by the faculty advisors, the graduate school, and the faculty council for the master's degree. President McConnell, I present these candidates and ask you to confer the master's degree on them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the governing board of Colorado State University, I hereby confer the master's degree on each of you, together with all of its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Please join me in recognizing our most recent master's graduates.
Graduates, you may be seated. Marshals, please escort the master's graduates to the platform to receive their diplomas. Our announcers, Brett Beal and Chad Hoseth, will now read the names of the master's graduates.
The following are the master's graduates from the College of Agricultural Sciences. These master's degrees include Master of Agriculture, Master of Extension Education, Master of Science. Dean James Pritchett will present the diplomas. Elizabeth Marlena Greasy. Cora Awakuma. Haley Elizabeth Edmondson. Morgan Landra Cobb.
Next are the master's graduates from the Walter Scott Jr. College of Engineering. These master's degrees include Master of Science, Professional Science Master, and Master of Engineering. Dean David McLean will present the diplomas. Parker Maddox. Joshua David Sperry. Logan Jared Cannon. Mark Albert Stymack. Samuel Glenn Penner. Eduardo Bazinato. Kristen Renee Van Valkenburg. Sean Michael Honorado. Aaron Jones. Thomas Grant Wilkinson. Janessa Quiroga. Kyle P. Verreeder. Chaz Shapansky. Ankana Srividikul. Suno Song. Caitlin Renee Barnes. Carly Elizabeth Zimmer. Bryce Anthony Kippis. Ram Rohit Ganavarapu. Praneeth Bandaru. Sheena Achu Joseph. Jayesh Baraj Narsinkani. Kastub Shivnaran Jaranjal. Arnab Chakraborty. Rajat Jain. Mashad Mohammad Zadeh. Next are the master's graduates from the College of Health and Human Sciences. These master's degrees include Master of Science, Master in Arts, Counseling and Career Development, Master of Social Work, Master of Occupational Therapy, and Master of Education. Dean Lisa Youngblade will present the diplomas. Aaron Aviv Quick. Brittany Renee Logue. Kathleen Azella Bielman. Renee Hirschenhofer. No, I need that. Vanessa Marie Sandoval. Amanda Marie Farmer. Laura W. Morrison. Poonam Rajesh Bai Pipalia. Victoria Mary Grace Dippold. Luisa Tagliavini Costa. Suzanne Michelle McDonald. Aaron J. Czechia. Jory Bischoff. Matthew James Howell. Sudeep Shrestha. Elise Kathleen Sumanis. Allie Marie Miller. Brittany Danielle Prico. Janelle Renee Conroy. Annie Kathleen Leek. Okay. Deja Tatiana Nicole Howard. Shauna May Maher.
Next are the master's graduates from the College of Liberal Arts. These master's degrees include Master of Arts, Master in Arts Leadership and Cultural Management, Master of Communications and Media Management, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music, Master of Public Policy and Administration, Master of Sport Management, and Master of Science. Dean Ben Withers will present the diplomas. Nicole Fawcett Kramer. Danielle Underwood. Catherine Elise Hall. Sebastian Maronta. Ronald Bend. Lily Mena Yee. Kristen Danielle Tolley. Kayla Jackson. Alberto Alejandro Cigarroa. Emily Beth Powell. Amane Ahmed Mohamed Amaririg. Bridget Kathleen Neff Hickman. Alexandria Nicole Cantrell. Andrew Jordan Wheeler. Chris Angevine. Next are the master's graduates from the College of Natural Sciences. These master's degrees include Master of Science, Master of Computer Science, Master of Addiction Counseling and Psychology, Master of Applied Industrial Organizational Psychology, Master of Applied Statistics, Professional Science Masters in Natural Sciences, and Master of Natural Sciences Education. Associate Dean Melissa Reynolds will present the diplomas. Nicholas Ryan Kruger. Andrew Charles Bates. Landon D. Swalberg. Mitchell Hunt. Brooke Elaine Pearson. Matthew Frederick Ernst. Amanda Marie Sproul. Dominique Montoyo. Ashton Creel. Jicheong Lee. Abdul Samad Adukatil. Samantha Lutz. Shannon Ogborn. Next are the Masters of Science graduates from the College of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Interim Dean Colin Clay will present the diplomas. Stephanie Allison Townsend. Mitchell Andrew French. Yuhira Rocio Martinez Huitron. Jennifer Koo. Rohini Malikadale. Melissa Sue Blevins. Kristen Ann Denali. Next are the master's graduates from the Warner College of Natural Resources. These master's degrees include Master of Science, Master of Conservation Leadership, Master of Greenhouse Gas Management and Accounting, Master of Natural Resources Stewardship, Professional Science Master, Master of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, and Master of Tourism Management. Dean John Hayes will present the diplomas. Carly Marie Baum. Summer Paige Peterson. Deanna Lynn Mendenhall. Jonah Charles Sang. Carter Paul Oliver. Kathleen Dorman. Kan Nguyen. Rachel Lynn Hatfield. Victoria Elizabeth Chavez. Jennifer Brittany Tucker. Danielle Catherine Remans. Lisa Sue Brandt. Margaret Judith Hillenbrand. Lauren Brooke Bowman. Bridget Ray Windell. Ryan Filtz. Alexander Lloyd Schaefer. Gyunsung Chung. Next are the Masters of Science graduates from the School of Advanced Materials Discovery. Director Travis Bailey will present the diplomas. Evangeline Lune Colorasi. Alexandra Sutherland. And next are the Master of Public Health graduates from the Master of Public Health. Associate Dean Colleen Webb will present the diplomas. Callie Constein. Catherine Wilgen.
These are the December 2021 Masters graduates of Colorado State University. You are all now alumni of Colorado State University. Congratulations. Know that the CSU Alumni Association, along with your former professors, will be there for your every step of your professional journey. I am proud of CSU's commitment to supporting those who have served our nation. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates and all others who are current or former members of the U.S. Armed Forces. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. A first-generation college student is one whose parents have not earned a bachelor's degree. An important aspect of Colorado State University's land-grant mission is providing access to education so that a wider community of students may experience the transformational potential of a college education. As a first-generation graduate myself, I know that the success of first-generation students at our university is a point of pride for all of us. I am pleased to ask all first-generation students in the graduating class and among the faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you. I'd like to recognize another group of graduate students, those who have unselfishly served as leaders, teachers, scholars, and model citizens for CSU and our broader community throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Would the following please rise for your well-deserved recognition? Graduating members of the Graduate Student Council who advocated and continue to advocate for graduate student well-being. Public health graduates who volunteered their time as contact tracers for the Colorado Department of Public Health. Graduates who collected samples and worked in COVID testing labs to help keep our campus healthy. Graduating teaching assistants who quickly adapted to remote and hybrid teaching, and most importantly, demonstrated great empathy and understanding towards the undergraduate students that you instructed. Graduates who shifted their research focus to COVID-19 and vaccine development. Graduates who volunteered in food drives, distributed medicine and essential supplies to at-risk populations, and participated in other acts of charitable kindness to the Fort Collins community. Graduates who remembered that Rams take care of Rams and were there for their friends, families, and colleagues, helping them through a difficult time. And finally, graduate researchers, scholars, and creators who overcame pandemic restrictions, shifted gears, rose to the challenge, and persevered to complete your degree. That's all of you. Your Your discoveries, entrepreneurship, and creative works will benefit humanity for years to come. Congratulations. The faculty members are the heart and soul of any institution of higher education. Our group of faculty members at Colorado State University are indeed just that. About 1,900 in number, they symbolize the excellence that results from the intellectual contributions they make to the students we educate and to the problem solving that occurs across our campus, state, nation, and our world. Our faculty members have specifically influenced you, our graduates, through their mentorship, research, teaching, and service, and just as importantly, through their expectations of you and the high standards they have set for you. I would like to ask the faculty to please stand. Please join me in recognizing their contributions. Thank you. Now I would like the graduates to join us in recognizing another group of people who have contributed much and perhaps have received little recognition. Would the parents, spouses, partners, family, and friends of graduates please stand and be recognized? I would also like to thank the marshals, volunteers, and the graduate school staff for their efforts this morning, along with Big Thompson Brass for the music, John Fast and Sarah McHattie for sign interpretation, Brett Beal and Chad Hoseth for announcing, and Dr. John Lewick for singing the national anthem and alma mater. Please stand for the singing of the alma mater, whose words can be found on page 1 of your digital or imaginary program.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May thy green and gold unite us, loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater, hail, all hail to thee.
Thank you. You may be, please be seated. Graduates, faculty, family, and friends, this concludes the December 2021 Graduate School Commencement Ceremony. We request that you stay in your seats until the recessional has left the auditorium. Family, friends, and guests, please meet with your graduate outside. Thank you, and congratulations once again to those of you who now hold the doctoral and master's degrees, and to those of you who have supported, loved, and encouraged these amazing individuals to reach their impressive and hard-won academic achievements. Have a wonderful day and celebrate safely, and go Rands!
you.